It's me. Let me in.
How do I know it's you?
Look through the window. Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're RVing over yonder. So as you can see, the door is great to have a window in it and let light come in, but I don't know why they put in the frosted glass so much in RVs. They did it back in '92 when they made this one, and they still doing it today. But we found a way to resolve that issue.
And it's kind of a fun way to resolve an issue. I love new things.
Yes, she does. Most new things cost money, so.
But this was reasonable.
But this was reasonable.
It was on Amazon too. So.
Yeah, it was on Amazon, and we'll show you in just a minute. We're going to replace that window with one that is tinted and has a pull shade. But we're going to show you us putting this new one in our RV, and we'll see how it works. It's hopefully it'll slide right in.
I'm pretty confident that it will, because we always have such good luck on things going smoothly.
So let's get started.
Yay!
And we'll see what we run into. Alright, this is the window we purchased off Amazon. It's an AP product. We'll give you the link below so you can take a look at it. According to the size, it should fit our door just about perfectly. They give you a plus or minus a 1/4 inch in dimensions for the cutout, and we're within that range, so we'll see. But right now I'm going to take it out of the box and lay it on the table, take a look at the parts.
You know what this means, don't you? All new windows, because we can't have one tinted window and the rest non-tinted. So I think we need to start looking for new windows throughout.
And so this is how you put it back in the box in order to ship it back. Alright, and of course, set of instructions.
Which you don't need, because you never look at.
But I'm a man, I'll look at these after I install the window.
There you go.
Got a bag of screws.
Ooh, my shade.
Got your shade. All right.
Oh, wow. Now I need all new shades, because that's a black shade and my current shades are white. I get new windows and new shades.
This project's getting very expensive. All right, so we've got it laid out. And of course, the next thing we're going to have to do, well, let me show you one thing real quick. On the back of the box, let's find the box, they give you a template so that you can cut this template out, and if your door doesn't have a window and you want to install one, you use this as a guide to get the hole the correct size. That's pretty nice. And this one, the cutout is 15 3/16 by 24 3/16. Tolerance is plus or minus a 1/4 inch. That's pretty good tolerance. So I think even Cindy could cut it within those dimensions with that kind of tolerance. Okay, next thing we need to move to is the old window and take that out. So the first thing we got to do is take this window out by taking these screws out. We got 12 screws we have to take out. But before we do that, we want to make sure the window doesn't fall out. So we're going to put some painter's tape on the outside of it, just to make sure. I think that'll probably be good enough for what we're doing. door dimensions that we're working with are 1.5 inches thick. We have 15 3/16, almost a quarter, and 24, looks like an 1/8. So we're within the tolerances. It should slide right in. Okay, this is the outside frame. We're going to see how it fits. That's nice. So let's get it cleaned up and put it together. Okay, we've read the instructions front and back, and we're ready to go ahead and install this window. It's pretty simple, really. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we have the exterior side. This is the side with the seal. And we're going to drop the window, and from what I can tell, it doesn't make any difference up or down with the frame on the exterior side. So we're going to drop the window in place, and the plastic tabs will help align it, and that will seal on the interior seal. Then they recommend that you tape it on the inside like such, just so while you start installing it in the door, the window doesn't drop out. Good idea. Just using regular old painter's tape, which we'll take back off in a minute. All right. That should be enough to keep the window in, because you have the seal manufactured in that's going to help hold it also. Alright, now we're going to install the shade in the interior frame, and there is a difference. You'll notice that this is much wider than this. So the narrow part of the frame goes to the bottom, and the wide goes to the top. Okay, you'll notice that the shade has two parts, much heavier part and a thin part. Also, it has the pull down handle. That's got to be down so that the handle is on the interior side of the frame. And then you have 5 tabs, locking tabs, and you'll want to put your top part of the frame of the shade right in those tabs and press them down. Then do the same thing with the bottom part of the tab. Make sure the radius of each end matches the radius of the frame. Then you'll notice that you have your pull down tab on the inside of the door. One of the things the instructions don't tell you is the blinds will have a tendency to fall out easily. So we use black electrical tape to hold them in place, and we just leave the tape there. You won't be able to see it when the installation is complete.
Nice.
Perfect. So, film.
Yep.
Okay, we got the door glass installed.
Yay!
We love it.
I
It's
love
great
it.
to be able to see out that door. And it was fairly easy operation. It has some little things to it that we're going to tell you about to help make it a little simpler. One thing is definitely tape everything in place. Make sure you don't have that window fall out. Also, when you're lining up the screws, I found it easier to get the two side screws lined up. Once they're lined up, all the others will line up. But if the exterior frame pushes out a little bit, the screws are so perfect in length in order to bottom out like they're supposed to, that you may feel like they're not catching anything. You may have to go on the back side and just push the frame in a little bit. But if you work yourself around and don't tighten the screws all the way, just get them started, you'll find that it will align itself. And then I would recommend that you not use a power tool. I would say do it by hand. Torque them just enough to get it tight, and work your torque around the frame. You don't want to over tighten them. You can always tighten them later, but if you strip them or crack the frame,
Ouch.
ouch. So, but I'm very pleased with the design and the quality of the product. We had 4 screws left over, which is great. I always love it when the manufacturers has foresight enough to give you 1 or 2 more screws than you need. So we highly recommend this.
Yes, we do. And like I said, from my side of the camera, which was basically just filming, it looked like it was a piece of cake.
It was pretty simple compared to what videos I've watched, and they were talking about just how difficult it was. This is a good product.
And it just makes all the difference in the world. I mean, we have pretty much a lot of windows anyway, but just being able to see through that door is just incredible. I'm very, very happy.
And in daylight outside, I couldn't see her standing right in front of the door on the inside. So that's great.
Yeah, we still got our privacy that we had with the frosted glass, but like I said, we got the benefit of being able to see outside now. Yeah. So, well worth it.
Yes, very, very nice product. One DIY done. Let's move on to the next.
I have a list.
I know it. I know it. And always remember, life takes you places.
And love brings you home.
Until next time, stay safe and be careful.
And always keep everyone in your prayers. Go ahead. Wing it. Do the life takes you places, love brings you home. Life takes you places, love brings you home. Then you don't even need me.
Life takes you places.
Love brings you home, baby.
And always remember, life takes you places.
And love brings you home.
And the jets fly over all the time.